steaming hot off the press like a big pile of poop. And oh shit! This looks like trouble for Florida, and then Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and even maybe the East Coast. And then, bing, bang, boom, super nasty hurricane season 2024 continues with another banger, possibly in the Gulf, possibly in like 12 days, which would make it 2 hurricanes in like 10 days. And technically, you got 1 hurricane coming into Florida, going back out into the ocean, which is really weird, and then coming back to make landfall, and then going up the coast, bringing a lot of rain to a lot of people. And then you get the next one moving in. Oh, Lordy. Buckle up. It's going to get wild. You think you're having a bad day? Well, how do you feel about the boar, where its head had to recall 200,000 pounds of meat? A street value of $28 billion. What? Ladies and gentlemen, for whom the Ben Knowles. Talk about a storm that is going to impact a lot of people. Exclamation point. Future Little Debbie Snack Cake's U.S. journey will start near Western Florida on Sunday night. Sunday's real soon, y'all. Followed by a slow-moving, drenching, and possibly intense tour near Georgia and the Carolinas early to midweek. Before maybe heading out to the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast later, followed by a possible finale in Atlantic Canada. Yeah, this whole situation's weird. But then it's 2024. You already knew that everything is weird. And I keep saying, dude, definitely around the like 12th through the 20th is going to be so crazy, according to astrology. But people can be like, hey, that won't stop me because I can't read. That's fine. That's fine, man. But look at that stack. Anywho, and expect depression, tropical storm, hurricane, re-hurricane, Little Debbie Snack Cake, to have some surprises with it. You are probably just waking up. And I have not slept energy. Yeah. So I'll try to calm down a little. We're tracking in real time. Is the core here or is the core down here? You be the judge. If you'll notice, some of the 10 inches is making its way to the coast, but I really think, depending on where the landfall is, like, this corridor really has a chance to get hosed. You know, depending on how far west or east it goes, but like up in here, from the models I've been tracking, this area has a real chance to get hosed with a shit ton of rain, man. Just letting you know. But in one way or another, pretty much like the entire East Coast is going to get hosed with rain. Could be a lot of rain. You know, even if the red is 3 to 5 inches, that's a lot of rain, man. I'm sorry. I used to be good at this. And now I'm the best at danger and risk communication. Asterisk. What? All right. Yeah. So, boom. Could trend like it has trended west overnight a bit. And one of the things we'd like to trickety track is the lightning. And yes, there is some lightning in the ocean right now. Technically, the NWS says the core of number 4 is right there. Not so sure, but they're the experts. Golly gee willikers, must be excellent to be an expert at something, huh? All right. Here, we're tracking the precipitable moisture. Right now, it doesn't look like a scary amount, but it's still a very serious amount that can cause some damage and disruption to a lot of people, and this thing hasn't even gotten close to wrapping up. How are you? What are your plans for the day? Okay. This is water vapor. I had the moment of silence so you could think about it. The water vapor. And the overall shell size. Like when the sun rises, this will probably look impressive cloud-wise. All right, now I'm going to super nerd out for you, and we're going to run through the models. You saw the GFS. This is now the icon. As it moving in is a tropical storm going over Georgia. Still a lot of heavy rain. And then slowly hovering, rolling up the coast. And then getting stronger to like strong category 2 hurricane, possibly even getting close to a 3, as the core just remains off the coast. That's insane and would be a big problem. Holy shit, that would be nasty. Here we're looking at the nav gem, taking a tropical storm. It has the hover, but it doesn't go back out to sea, so it doesn't strengthen as a hurricane. So it would cause major rain problems for Georgia, part of South Carolina, but you wouldn't get any hurricane problems. And I know somebody out there is like, yo, Thor, show me the CMC Music Factory gem model. That's my favorite. So here you go. And it also trends to keeping it on land. So that would be good news. No hurricane. Now we're watching the Euro, and the Euro does the funky thing where it brings it back out into the ocean, and then it retrogrades back on land, and then it comes back out, and then it goes up and is out to sea. So this is the Euro. I still think it could definitely become a Category 1 hurricane upon landfall. Tropical storm. It moves up. See that area that I did the blue arrows on? That area, I think, is going to get pounded. That is my estimation from all the model watching I've been doing. And then this has it strengthening, heading back over, heading back up and in. Anyway, this is going to be crazy, yo. Super crazy. You got Mercury going retrograde on the 4th, which is tomorrow, which is Sunday, the day this thing will be making landfall. Coincidence? Question mark. Oy. Ay caramba. Eric Burris. Tropical storm watches, warnings, hurricane watches, hurricane warnings. I guess they're just... What? That color scheme confuses me. Like, if this is this color, but what is this color? Those two don't match. Oh. Anyway, it's expected to make landfall early Monday morning, very end of Sunday. We'll have to stay tuned though. Very interesting. Very interesting. Tropical depression number 4. Anyway, this shit ain't no joke. There's a possibility of life-threatening storm surge. Yeah. And there's definitely going to be a possibility of flooding and heavy rain and tornadic spin-ups. And overnight, like I said, the model shifted it west as we're now getting the windshield wiper effect of the modeling. Reed Timmer, the 00Z HWRF model, has a 983 millibar central pressure, which would be hurricane, with a low end Hurricane Debbie near the Big Bend of Florida Monday morning, with tornado potential in the monster convective band to the east of the inner core. He uses tropical tidbits and Levi Cowan when I monitor the tropics. Oh, and apparently Reed Timmer started following Dada Boo, the Florida Wave Master. So, and Dada Boo, the Florida Wave Master, he follows me. So by like the proximative transit property, it's like Reed's following me. I wonder if Reed ever made out with Taylor Swift. I would guess maybe. Anyway, what to talk about? Anywho, the prospect of a real World War III totally breaking out any day, it's realer than it usually is, you know? Anywho, this is the weird system by Australia or Antarctica. They're kind of the same thing, Australia and Antarctica, you know? Because I've never been to either. I'd like to go. I used to rule the world. Blackpink in your area. Ooh, child. That blew the roof off in Chile. Ooh, child. That blew the roof off in Chile. True story. Asterisk, who knows? It could be AI generated. Probably not, though. Let's check out the big shift. Old models, new models, westward shift. All right, stay cool. God bless everyone. Have a wonderful weekend and a super day. I appreciate you people. Yep.